our Director of Sales, Lisa Arcia, and we have a special guest joining us, Stephen Walker from Signature Villas Orlando. His company specializes in high-end vacation rental homes throughout the Orlando area near Disney. And we're going to be discussing today new homes versus resale homes. Which one is a better option? And with Lisa having such a strong background in this, we're going to let her take the ball on that. Lisa, what do you think is better, new construction or resale?
I really do think overall it depends on the client, their budget, and what they're looking to spend. Resale, obviously, you're getting something turnkey, fully furnished, and ready to go at time of close. And new construction, you're having something brand new. You're having a 10-year builder warranty, 2 to 3 years on appliances, and you're getting to furnish it to your liking. So there's pros and cons to both, again, depending on what the client's overall view is and what they're looking to do.
I personally think somebody who's super fussy and really wants things their way should truly go with a new home. Because that's really the only way you're ever going to get everything exactly the way you want it up front. But for somebody, I think, who's looking more for, just that income revenue immediately, maybe a turnkey home would be better for them. Would you agree?
I do agree. And what I tell a lot of my clients that are buying in new construction, you have to have patience your first 6 months to first year. That's your year of getting your clients in there for the first time, getting your repeat clients, getting your referrals, and then after that, it will become a domino effect. Also, on a lighter note in regards to price, you have many clients that are in the $350,000 to $400,000 price range. You might be buying a home or looking at a home in Windsor Hills where construction was built in 2006. Furnishings aren't up to the higher end criteria that you were thinking. And then you can go to Paradise Palms or Calabria, where I have many owners in there, and you can buy a beautiful brand new pool home, 5 to 6 bedroom pool home, stainless steel appliances, granite, and you're spending only about $310 to $330.
That's a really good point.
So it really depends. Again, do you want new? Do you want resale? One key component with new construction is having to allocate funds for furnishing. You have to know that as a new construction home, whether you're financing or paying cash, you need to put aside anywhere from around $20,000 to $25,000 to furnish your home and have it turnkey rental ready. So that's another big avenue, when people are buying, pros and cons.
And Steve, from a management perspective, a lot of these new communities that are selling now here in the Kissimmee areas, I noticed that they're starting to kind of learn from the old communities of what worked and what didn't. From a management perspective, would you say that some of the newer communities are really stepping it up a notch and just giving it everything, putting it all out there?
100%. You got to remember, there hasn't been much new construction in 3-4 years.
Right.
Windsor Hills is probably the last major large construction that's gone on.
It is, and just to say something very quick in retrospect to that, I worked for Pulte Homes for 8 years, and I sold out the end of Windsor Palms, which was their first short-term rental community, and then they duplicated their sister resort, which was Windsor Hills. I was there from 2003 to 2009 when the last home was constructed. Obviously, during that time, the market took a hit. As we all know, a lot of builders pulled out. Within the last 2 to 3 years, builders have really taken it up a notch in regards to short-term rental communities, and Paradise Palms being a key component. Pulte Homes was one of the first original builders to actually do short-term rental with man-gated, lavish amenities, movie theaters, shuttles to and from the parks. So the builders that are now coming in are really kind of mimicking and taking up a notch is what Windsor did. And a perfect example is Paradise Palms.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Where their sales have exceeded almost 51 single family homes from December to now, year to date. They've just opened a new phase, and in regards to their amenities, it's just absolutely amazing what they have done.
So I really think there's something to be said for that. Noticing how the trend and that people buying so many new construction homes, in 3 years from now, a community like Paradise Palms is going to be competing with a community like Windsor Hills. And people might not think about that now because Paradise Palms isn't finished yet, but when that happens, you're going to see the property values of those just climb once the last home is completed.
I get that question a lot, and working new construction, then going on my own and doing resales, and now having the opportunity to also sell new construction. A key question, I notice so many clients are so scared of new, the economy, the land. Is the builder going to continue to build? What if they pull out? And what I try to tell everybody, Windsor Hills when I started was cornfields. you know, there's always that first time
Yeah.
home buyer, and you have to take the plunge. But Paradise Palms has literally finished their full first phase, and Lennar actually owns their property outright, so
Right.
they are in debt to it at all. And they've just released the second phase. So a lot of times now with the construction and what has taken place, prices have gone up. I mean, new construction for people is a way to go now.
Yeah, and I think too, with some of these builders being such large builders that have been around for years, they were around before the boom, during the boom, and they're around after the boom. I don't think that, you know, they're the type of builder that's going to set up shop and then, you know, walk away a year later because sales didn't take off, and then you're stuck with this community that's half built. I
Right.
think you have more of those issues with smaller independent developers who don't have the funding or the backing to see it through.
Correct, and the builders
You know?
are also doing it smart this time also. Prices aren't being raised as quickly. Lending is very tight compared to 100% financing back in 2003 to 2005. So even the stream of price increases are slowly, but they're doing it right this time.
Right.
There's another important thing as well, and this is, it's not just about how much the home can make. All the homes actually cost more money to run because they've been used and run down over the years.
Right.
These new homes like Paradise Palms, the answer to one of the questions would be, is it going to fail? They can't sell them quick. They can't put them up quick enough. People
Right.
are after them left, right,
Yeah.
center.
They're much more energy efficient.
And they are really energy efficient. So not just the homeowners have the answer to the questions how much they can make, it's how much will it cost. And these are new houses, large new houses that are costing the same as, the same average cost as for example, Windsor Hills, $25,000 a year is usually the average cost of that home.
Interesting.
That's a maximum. That's it. And you take away, you add some energy efficient stuff in there, you can get it down to 18. These homes over there, it's going to be, which could be about $15,000.
And that's going to just directly, affect the bottom line in a positive way.
Exactly.
Right.
So, I mean, so now you're saving money on the purchase price. You're furnishing it the way you want it. You're getting everything you want. You're getting an energy efficient home that's going to save you tons of money on electricity because Steve, what are the two things that just burn through the electricity? The AC, the pool heater.
And the lights and all that.
Yep.
These homes, and I've seen them. You took me in there and see them in pre-construction, and they've put some serious thought into it. I think that gap that has gone on between Windsor Hills and now bringing into Paradise Palms, I think they've actually not just sat there and waited for the market, they've actually sat there and thought, what can we do to make this a lot better? What can we do to make these houses stand out?
Right.
And now
Plus building codes
They
have
raised the bar.
changed.
Yes.
I mean, so you have a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
So that's where you see the difference and the quality of the home and getting that 10-year builder warranty. There's a lot to say to that, especially you're still in a prime location.
and the quality of the amenities as well.
Right.
You remember they've actually looked at other amenities and made it better. There's some Windsor Hills, they don't even have an on-site restaurant, bar and that, where you could actually, instead of having to drive down 192 to go and have a drink, a family meal or something, you can actually walk to the house
Right.
from your house, which is it's very hard to find that in some of these communities.
Right.
I have a question for you, Steve, and I'm just thinking right now, and not everybody has $350,000 cash to spend on a new construction home. Would you agree, Lisa?
Absolutely.
However, most people have about $100,000 to $120,000 cash to spend on a vacation home. In that situation, from the management perspective, would they be better off taking that $120,000 and paying cash for a nice townhouse and let's just say, Encantada or Oakwater, or would it be smarter for them and more profitable to take that $120,000, put it down on a mortgage, and use it to furnish a new home? Which would be more profitable in your opinion?
The new home.
The new
Without
home?
a shadow of a doubt.
Always.
Always going to be the new home. It just speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's got its own selling points. A townhome. I'm not a townhome specialist or a condo specialist, but people want to rent. If you want to rent a townhome, you can get them for like $40, $50 nowadays a night. Just not a lot of money, $70.
There is a lot of competition with
There's
townhomes.
townhomes, whereas you can actually get some houses. People don't want to stay in a house.
Right.
Two families sharing a house, splitting half the cost. You know what I mean?
And I find too, though, in that under $150,000 price range, that the houses that you can get are not the kind of houses I think you're going to really make any money on. They're going to be like $90 a night houses.
And they will actually cost you the same running cost as a house on Paradise Palms, just so you know.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
So you buy a house, let's say on Clear Creek, or the average running cost of that is about $15,000. We're including like property taxes, management fees, utilities, and all that stuff. You could probably buy a brand spanking new house on Paradise Park, and it would probably be about the same running cost on that.
Very interesting.
So you're also not looking at what you're earning as well. Again, you're back to looking at what it's costing you. And I would rather pay out $15,000 on a brand spanking new house if something broke. And that's not including maintenance.
Right.
You're gonna have more maintenance problems on an older house
Yeah, that's
than
true.
you
We
are
can
on
talk
a newer
about that.
house. You've still got it all covered if you've got a leak or all like that.
I
If your
feel-
AC is gonna go, there's $4,000 there.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I feel like our conversation is kind of getting very, more towards new construction is better. And I do think there's so many wonderful things about it. Let's just talk a minute about resales. I mean, there's some great things about resales too, because there are a lot of really great resale homes out there for people that it's just not right for new construction. I mean,
Right.
they don't want it, or for whatever reason it's not in the budget. I do have my personal favorites for resale communities under 200,000. But what are some points about resales that we should make, noted here to our audience? Like, especially with the turnkey, how you
Well,
can
yeah,
use the
resales,
turnkey.
you're getting something that's already working. It's already generating you revenue. It's already worked. You have past numbers to look at. It's been there. You're getting your repeat client. It's furnished. Homes are coming with future bookings.
It's a well-oiled machine. to
Yes,
say the least.
and again, there's certain communities that obviously do a lot better than others, depending on their price range. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of pros to resales.
Yeah. So interesting. Well, in closing, to really determine whether new construction or resale is better for you, we'd love to speak with you more one-on-one and kind of evaluate your situation and see what kind of scenario you can get into and what would be most profitable for you, to put your money into. If you'd like to like us on Facebook, we're constantly posting new updates. We'd love to have you on our Facebook page, as well as subscribe to our website so that you can get our property updates. We do send out a lot of very exclusive updates that you won't get unless you're on our list. So be sure to do that, or email or call us if you want to speak directly to us. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers!